Life often presents us with challenges that test our emotional strength and mental resilience. In such moments, it's easy to feel overwhelmed or lost, unsure of how to navigate through the chaos. How do we maintain our inner calm when faced with the toughest circumstances? Stoicism, an ancient philosophical approach, offers valuable insights into dealing with hardship and suffering. But what exactly does this philosophy teach us about enduring life's storms? Could it be that the answers lie not in changing the external world, but in transforming our internal perspective? At the heart of Stoicism is the idea that while we cannot control the events that happen to us, we can always control our response to them. This shift in mindset, focusing on what is within our power, empowers us to face adversity with a sense of calm and purpose. For Stoics like Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca, life's challenges were seen as opportunities for growth rather than reasons for despair. They believed that every obstacle was a chance to practice virtue, patience, and resilience. In moments of hardship, are we able to shift our focus from what is outside of our control to how we respond internally? Stoic philosophy also teaches us that suffering is a natural part of life, but how we interpret and react to it makes all the difference. By applying Stoic insights, we learn to detach from outcomes, accept the present, and develop inner strength. As Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This mindset challenges us to ask in the face of adversity, how can we embrace life's toughest moments as a path to personal growth? What would change if we viewed each challenge as an opportunity for inner transformation? Before we start, please subscribe to the channel, and if you like this video, like it and write your opinion through comments. After this introduction, we go to the main topic and examine 5 Stoic insights on this matter. 5 Stoic insights to overcome life's biggest obstacles with Amor Fati. Number 1. Embrace challenges as growth opportunities. In Stoic philosophy, one of the most empowering concepts is to embrace challenges as opportunities for personal growth. The Stoic practice of Amor Fati, or love of fate, encourages individuals to not only accept life's difficulties but to actively see them as necessary steps in their development. By shifting your perspective from viewing obstacles as burdens to understanding them as pathways to self-improvement, you can transform how you face hardships. For example, rather than seeing failure in a job or relationship as a defeat, Stoicism encourages asking, what can I learn from this? How will it make me stronger? From a psychological perspective, embracing challenges allows for a growth mindset, which leads to resilience and adaptability. People who adopt this mindset view setbacks as learning experiences rather than fixed failures. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "Difficulties are things that show a person what they are." This teaches us that by facing struggles head-on, we learn more about our own strengths and weaknesses. Have you ever faced a challenge that, in hindsight, made you a better version of yourself? Stoics believe that challenges serve a vital role in shaping our character. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, noted that obstacles often become the way forward. When we embrace challenges instead of avoiding them, we cultivate resilience, patience, and wisdom, qualities essential for a meaningful life. Embracing difficulties doesn't mean seeking out hardship, but it does mean being ready to learn from whatever life throws your way. In the end, the Stoic practice of viewing challenges as growth opportunities reminds us that adversity is inevitable, but our response to it is what defines us. Rather than letting hardships break our spirit, we should learn to welcome them with open arms, understanding that they are stepping stones on the path to greater wisdom and personal strength. Number 2. Accept what you cannot control. One of the core principles of Stoic philosophy is learning to accept what you cannot control. The Stoics understood that life is filled with uncertainties and events that are beyond our influence, such as other people's actions, natural disasters, or illness. Instead of fighting against these uncontrollable forces, Stoicism teaches us to focus our energy on what we can control: our own thoughts, actions, and responses. This idea aligns perfectly with modern psychological principles of mindfulness and emotional regulation. Wouldn't life feel more peaceful if we stopped wasting energy on things we can't change? Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This Stoic wisdom encourages us to focus inward, where true control lies. Accepting what we cannot control is not about giving up. It's about recognizing the limits of our influence and redirecting our efforts toward what we can impact. For example, you cannot control whether you will be laid off from a job, but you can control how you respond to that event, whether you let it define you or whether you use it as motivation for future endeavors. The psychological benefit of accepting uncontrollable circumstances is immense. Research shows that people who practice acceptance tend to experience lower levels of stress and anxiety. Instead of constantly battling the inevitable, they find peace in focusing on what they can manage. Have you ever found yourself worrying about something completely out of your control? How did that impact your mental state, and how could acceptance have brought you more peace? In Stoicism, accepting what you cannot control does not mean passivity or resignation. Instead, it is a powerful act of letting go of futile resistance, which frees up mental energy to focus on what really matters. By learning to accept life's unpredictability with grace, you create space for clarity, wisdom, and inner peace. Number 3. See obstacles as the path. In Stoic philosophy, obstacles are not seen as barriers that block our progress, but as essential parts of the journey toward growth and self-improvement. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most famous Stoic philosophers, once said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This idea encourages us to view the difficulties we face as opportunities for growth rather than setbacks. For example, if you lose your job, rather than seeing it as the end of your career, you could see it as a chance to reevaluate your goals and pursue a path that aligns more closely with your true desires. By embracing obstacles, you transform challenges into tools for personal development. Psychologically, this approach builds resilience. When we perceive obstacles as part of the process rather than something to avoid, we develop a mindset that is open to learning and improvement. This is crucial for mental health and emotional well-being, as it helps us manage stress and setbacks with a sense of purpose. Are there obstacles in your life right now that you could see as opportunities? Shifting your perspective in this way can turn even the most difficult challenges into stepping stones toward greater achievements. Moreover, Stoicism teaches us that obstacles shape our character. It is through facing and overcoming adversity that we become stronger, more capable individuals. In this light, obstacles are not just unavoidable, they are essential. Think of a time when a significant challenge led to a positive change in your life. Often it is only after overcoming a struggle that we realize how much it contributed to our personal growth. Instead of resisting the obstacles you face, could you embrace them as part of your unique path? In conclusion, seeing obstacles as the path transforms how we engage with life's difficulties. Instead of viewing challenges as hindrances, Stoicism encourages us to embrace them as necessary for growth. The next time you encounter a challenge, ask yourself, could this obstacle be guiding me toward a better version of myself? By seeing the path through our struggles, we learn to navigate life with more strength and wisdom. Number 4. Reframe problems positively. Stoic philosophy teaches us to reframe our problems in a positive light, turning challenges into opportunities for growth. This idea is rooted in the concept of Amor Fati, or the love of fate, which means embracing everything that happens, good or bad, as necessary for your journey. Instead of viewing problems as burdens, Stoicism encourages us to see them as lessons. For example, if a personal relationship falls apart, you could choose to focus on the lessons you've learned about communication and trust rather than dwelling on the pain. This shift in perspective is key to living a more fulfilling life. Psychologically, reframing problems positively helps reduce stress and anxiety. When we see challenges as opportunities rather than threats, we feel more in control and better equipped to handle difficult situations. It's a powerful tool for maintaining emotional balance. Have you ever found that a problem led to an unexpected opportunity? Reframing is not about pretending everything is fine, but about recognizing that even difficulties have value and can contribute to personal growth. This mindset allows you to stay grounded and focused, even in tough times. Stoicism also reminds us that we cannot control external events, but we can control how we react to them. By choosing to reframe our problems, we take ownership of our emotional response. Imagine being stuck in traffic, something beyond your control. Instead of getting frustrated, you could use that time to practice patience or listen to an audiobook. This small shift in perspective changes a stressful situation into a productive one. What problems in your life could you reframe to focus on their potential benefits? In conclusion, reframing problems positively is a core Stoic practice that helps us view life's challenges as opportunities for growth. By embracing the lessons within every difficulty, we cultivate a mindset of resilience and acceptance. The next time you face a problem, ask yourself, how can I view this challenge in a way that benefits my personal development? Reframing our perspective opens the door to a life filled with greater understanding and peace. Number 5. Detach from outcomes. Stoicism teaches us to focus on our actions and efforts rather than being fixated on the outcomes. This idea is rooted in the belief that while we can control our intentions and decisions, we cannot always control the results. Detaching from outcomes allows us to remain calm and focused on what truly matters: our own behavior and mindset. For instance, if you work hard for a promotion but don't get it, Stoicism advises you to accept the result without letting it affect your inner peace. The key is to invest fully in the process without becoming emotionally dependent on the result. From a psychological perspective, detaching from outcomes reduces stress and anxiety. When we obsess over results, we place unnecessary pressure on ourselves, often leading to disappointment if things don't go as planned. By shifting our focus to what we can control our efforts, we protect our mental well-being. Have you ever been disappointed by an outcome despite giving your best effort? Stoicism encourages us to find contentment in the process itself, recognizing that the outcome is often beyond our control. This principle also cultivates a sense of freedom. When we let go of attachment to specific results, we become more adaptable and resilient. For example, an athlete who trains hard but doesn't win a race can still find satisfaction in the hard work and discipline they put into their training. By detaching from the outcome, they free themselves from the emotional roller coaster of victory or defeat and focus on personal growth. Could you apply this mindset in areas of your life where you feel frustrated by uncontrollable results? In conclusion, detaching from outcomes allows us to live with greater peace and purpose. Stoicism teaches that while we cannot always control what happens, we can always control how we respond. By focusing on our actions and letting go of expectations, we cultivate a deeper sense of fulfillment. The next time you face uncertainty, ask yourself, can I find peace in my efforts, regardless of the result? This Stoic practice leads to a life less burdened by external pressures and more centered on inner strength. I hope these Stoic teachings are useful and effective for you. My goal is to make your life better and more enjoyable. I will accompany you in this interesting and meaningful magazine.